In Central Asia, where vast grasslands meet towering mountain ranges, you'll find Mongolia, a country defined by its deep-rooted nomadic lifestyle and distinct culture. This fascinating place is full of mysteries and curiosities that have captured the imagination of adventurers and travelers from all over the world. In this video, we'll explore what makes Mongolia truly special, from its culture to its stunning landscapes. Get ready to discover the remarkable world of Mongolia. In Mongolia, the nomadic lifestyle has shaped unique traditions, especially among the Moshuo people, a group with Mongolian origins still residing in parts of the country today. For centuries, the constant movement of people, with men often venturing out for tasks such as hunting or exploring new territories, led to a dangerous reality: many men never returned. Harsh conditions, accidents, and other risks left women without the support their husbands once provided. One of the most fascinating responses to this hardship can be seen in the creation of what is often referred to as the Kingdom of Women. The Moshuo community, which consists of about 40,000 members, mostly lives along the borders between Mongolia and China, in remote villages surrounded by beautiful, rustic wooden homes. This isolation has allowed them to preserve their ancient customs, including the practice of traveling marriages. So what exactly is a traveling marriage? After a traditional coming-of-age ceremony, Moshuo women gain the freedom to choose their lovers and can have as many or as few as they desire throughout their lifetime. Unlike most societies, these couples do not live together. Instead, children are raised within the mother's family, and male relatives, such as uncles and brothers, take on the fatherly role. Many believe that the hardships faced by men, especially the dangers of nomadic life, are the key reasons this system has persisted. It ensures that the family structure remains strong even in the absence of men. The Moshuo's ability to maintain such traditions has captivated sociologists and travelers alike. Before we move forward, let us know what you think about this unique way of life. Would you ever consider visiting Mongolia to experience it firsthand? Let us know in the comments below. The surprises do not end here. In Mongolia, one of the most unusual customs that has caught the attention of many is the ancient practice known as bridal stealing in some rural areas of Mongolia. Traces of this tradition still persist, even though it's officially prohibited by law today. Bridal stealing, as it's called, involves a man stealing the woman he desires to marry and taking her to his home, where a marriage ceremony is often held. While this practice was more widespread in the past, it has significantly decreased in recent years, thanks to legal reforms. However, some rural communities may still hold on to remnants of this practice, showing how deep-rooted traditions can be in certain parts of the world. On the political side, Mongolia's journey to becoming a fully recognized independent nation wasn't an easy one. In the year 1990, Mongolia experienced a peaceful revolution, marking the end of decades of communist rule. This shift led to the adoption of a democratic system, transforming the country's governance. Just 2 years later, in the year 1992, Mongolia was officially admitted as a full member of the United Nations, reinforcing its status as an independent and sovereign state on the global stage. What makes Mongolia stand out even more is its warrior past, deeply embedded in the nation's cultural identity. This history may explain why certain ancient practices, like bridal stealing, developed in the first place. It's a land of great contrasts where history, tradition, and progress meet in unexpected ways. Let's dive into one of the most fascinating aspects of Mongolian culture, shagai, or Mongolian ankle bone prediction. This centuries-old tradition uses the ankle bones of sheep or goats for fortune-telling in various games. So what makes this practice so integral to Mongolian life, and why is it still relevant today? Shagai is deeply connected to Mongolia's nomadic lifestyle and rich spiritual heritage, blending both shamanistic and Buddhist beliefs. The bones, when cast, land on one of 4 sides, each representing a different animal: sheep, camel, horse, or goat. But what do these animals symbolize? The sheep stands for stability, the camel for endurance, the horse for strength, and the goat for agility. Together, they offer guidance on everything from health to important life decisions. Isn't it amazing how each animal carries such deep meaning? This ancient form of prediction, rooted in old Mongolian texts, shows the tight relationship between daily life, nature, and spirituality. And it's not just a mystical practice. Shagai also plays a major social role through various games. These games blur the lines between the sacred and the recreational, illustrating how play and prophecy come together in Mongolian culture. It's a remarkable example of how traditions adapt and thrive, even in today's fast-paced world. For many outsiders, the simplicity of Shagai is surprising, but it's this very simplicity that holds profound symbolic weight. How many cultures do you know that combine fortune-telling with fun and games in such a unique way? Before we continue, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just press the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It means the world. It really supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Mongolia, often called the land of the blue sky, boasts an impressive 260 sunny days each year. But how does this affect life in such a remote and fascinating country? This abundance of sunshine isn't just a meteorological quirk. It plays a central role in the daily lives of the people living in this vast and unique land. While most of Mongolia's population follows Tibetan Buddhism, around 53%, to be exact, this spiritual landscape is much more diverse than it seems. With religions like shamanism and Tengrism coexisting, these traditions deeply influence the Mongolian way of life. Interestingly, despite only 8% of the population actively practicing Buddhism, its cultural impact is still felt throughout Mongolian society. Did you know that the first Buddhist temple here dates back to the year 1586? This marked the start of Mongolia's rich religious history. Mongolia might not be the first country that comes to mind for most tourists, but it offers a reality worth diving into. One of the most intriguing aspects of Mongolian culture is its superstitions. Have you ever heard of Birkin Khaldun, a sacred mountain believed to be the birthplace of the legendary Genghis Khan? According to local traditions, this mountain holds mystical powers. Many believe that touching it with your right hand brings good luck and protects against evil spirits. So, while Mongolia might not be flooded with tourists, doesn't the idea of discovering these age-old traditions make it worth a closer look? What other fascinating stories do you think this mysterious land holds? Stay tuned as we uncover more about this fascinating land. An intriguing spiritual practice is Mongolian shamanism. Rooted in ancient traditions like Tengrism, this belief system has captivated those who study it for its ability to survive through centuries of cultural shifts. But what's even more remarkable, shamanism didn't just survive, it adapted to modern life in ways you might never expect. For instance, despite the spread of Buddhism and the harsh repression during the Soviet era, shamanic practices made a surprising comeback after the 1990s. How did this happen? Shamans, who serve as intermediaries between the human and spirit worlds, use intense rituals involving rhythmic drumming, chanting, and trance-like states to communicate with both ancestors and nature spirits. Imagine the energy in the air as these rituals unfold, connecting the past with the present, and the spiritual with the physical. Today, shamans have modernized their ancient practices to meet contemporary needs. They now perform rituals for issues like health, success in business, and even personal relationships. It's fascinating to see how practices meant for ancient survival have evolved to address the everyday challenges of today's world. Have you ever wondered how such ancient traditions can seamlessly blend with modern life? What makes this even more intriguing is that Mongolian shamanism is not just about religion, it's a living, breathing part of daily life, shaping everything from health to love. So how does this ancient practice still resonate with people today, especially in a world that's rapidly changing? Could it be that in Mongolia, spiritual wisdom and modern challenges meet in the most unexpected ways? Stay to continue discovering more mysteries in this place. Have you ever heard of a place where ice cream and sheep's eye juice both hold a special spot in the local culture? Mongolia is known for its unique take on ice cream, a refreshing treat best enjoyed during the warm summer months. According to an old story, a group of Mongolian warriors, after a victorious battle in the desert heat, stumbled upon an ingenious solution to cool off. One of them mixed fresh snow with a mare's milk, and this frosty creation became what we now know as Mongolian ice cream. Over time, this frozen delicacy has become a symbol of Mongolian ingenuity, combining the simplicity of nature with cultural resourcefulness. But that's not all. Mongolia is also home to one of the most unusual drinks in the world, sheep's eye juice. You might be wondering, why sheep's eyes? This traditional beverage, made from tomato juice, and yes, sheep's eyes, is believed to be the ultimate cure for a hangover. Mongolians have long appreciated this drink for its revitalizing properties, often preparing it during festivals and celebrations when the party lasts long into the night. It might sound surprising, but sheep's eye juice holds a special place in Mongolian culture, both for its unique flavor and its supposed health benefits. Would you be bold enough to try these cultural staples if you found yourself in Mongolia? These are just a couple of examples of how Mongolia's traditions and history have shaped the everyday lives of its people in the most interesting ways. Besides the unique cuisine, the natural beauty of this country is something to behold. Mongolia is dominated by expansive steppes and vast green plains that are home to nomadic herders and their livestock, including horses, yaks, and sheep. This is where you can experience the tranquil rhythm of traditional Mongolian life, which is deeply connected to nature and free from the rush of modern society. The southern region is home to the famous Gobi Desert, one of the largest and driest in Asia. It may seem like a barren land, but the Gobi hides incredible secrets, like ancient fossils. Millions of years ago, this desert was inhabited by dinosaurs and other prehistoric creatures. Thanks to the region's dry climate, fossils here are perfectly preserved, making Mongolia a treasure trove for paleontologists. One of the most famous discoveries is a theropod dinosaur similar to the Tyrannosaurus rex, found in the Gobi Desert. This well-preserved fossil has contributed significantly to our understanding of dinosaur evolution. In the year 2018, scientists also discovered a fossilized skull of a primitive mammal from 75 million years ago. Mongolia is also famous for fossilized dinosaur eggs, which have given insight into dinosaur reproduction and development. Heading north, you'll discover Lake Kovskol, one of the largest and most beautiful lakes in Mongolia. Its clear waters and green shores provide a perfect retreat, while the lake serves as an important habitat for migratory birds. Another significant feature is the Kurlan River, one of Mongolia's longest, which flows through the steppes and mountains, creating beautiful, life-giving landscapes. Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia's capital, experiences extreme winters with temperatures dropping as low as 30 degrees Celsius below zero. Despite the cold, the city's proximity to some incredible landmarks makes it worth visiting. A must-see is the gigantic Genghis Khan equestrian statue, located in Sanjin Bulldog near the capital. This 40-meter-tall steel structure, the largest of its kind in the world, pays tribute to Mongolia's legendary leader, Genghis Khan. The statue is part of a tourist complex with a museum and cultural center, giving visitors an opportunity to delve into Mongolia's rich history. While Mongolia may seem like a distant and unfamiliar land, its rich culture, ancient traditions, and stunning landscapes make it a destination unlike any other. One of the most fascinating aspects of life in Mongolia is the deeply rooted nomadic culture. But what does it actually mean to live a nomadic lifestyle in Mongolia? Well, imagine waking up every day in a traditional tent, known as a gyr, nestled at the foot of towering mountains, surrounded by untouched nature and sweeping landscapes that stretch as far as the eye can see. For many Mongolians, this isn't just a rare escape, it's their everyday reality. They live in tune with the rhythms of nature, moving with their herds and adapting to the changing seasons. In a Mongolian gyr, each morning begins with the crisp mountain air filling the space as sunlight streams through small openings. Families gather around a wood stove to prepare a simple but hearty breakfast, often featuring yak milk, an essential energy source for their busy days. After breakfast, family members divide the day's responsibilities. Some head out to tend livestock across the vast plains, while others stay behind to care for the home, repair the gyr, or handle daily chores. This connection to the land and animals shapes their entire way of life, with each day bringing new challenges in this rugged and breathtaking environment. Mongolia's nomads have mastered survival in one of the world's harshest climates while maintaining their ancestral traditions. Their daily lives revolve around livestock, which include horses, sheep, goats, yaks, and camels. These animals provide them with nearly everything they need: food, milk, wool, and transportation, making them essential for survival. The nomadic lifestyle is defined by mobility, as families are always on the move in search of fresh pasture and water for their herds. In the warmer months, they camp in the high mountain pastures, while in the colder months, they retreat to sheltered valleys to escape the brutal winter snows. The Mongolian gyr, or yurt, is more than just a home. It's a symbol of adaptability and resilience. This circular, portable structure is made of wool felt, allowing it to be quickly assembled and disassembled as the family moves. Inside, the space is simple but cozy, featuring practical furniture like beds, tables, and stoves that keep the family warm during the frigid winter months. Mongolia is a land where the ancient and the modern exist side by side, where traditions remain strong and life is shaped by the forces of nature. So, what do you think about this nomadic way of life? Could you live like this? Let us know in the comments. When it comes to Mongolia, you might think of wide-open steppes and nomadic culture, but life here is filled with fascinating traditions and celebrations that set it apart from anywhere else in the world. During the long, cold winters, Mongolian festivals bring warmth and excitement to the lives of the people. Have you ever wondered how a country with such a harsh climate celebrates? Winter is the festival season in Mongolia. Cities come alive with concerts, parades, and traditional dance performances that light up the streets. One of the most significant of these festivals is Tanzar, Mongolia's Lunar New Year celebration. Families gather for lavish banquets and intricate ceremonies that honor their ancestors and welcome the new year. But the Mongolian way of life isn't only about celebrations. A centuries-old tradition that still thrives today is hunting with golden eagles. In the remote Altai Mountains, hunters train these majestic birds to catch wild animals like foxes and rabbits, keeping an ancient practice alive. Can you imagine the skill and dedication it takes to work with these powerful predators? Mongolia's warrior spirit shines brightly in July during the country's largest festival, Naadam. This annual event showcases the three skills of men: wrestling, archery, and horse racing. These competitions aren't just about physical prowess, but also reflect Mongolia's deep cultural identity, one rooted in strength, honor, and tradition. Naadam draws thousands of spectators from across Mongolia and around the world, offering a vibrant and unforgettable experience of Mongolian life. You've likely heard about Mongolia's three famous sports: wrestling, archery, and horse racing. But did you know that each of these comes with a fascinating twist? Take Mongolian wrestling, known locally as Bok. Unlike what you might expect, there are no weight classes, no time limits, and only men compete at the national level. While women traditionally don't participate in national tournaments, they are starting to break barriers by joining local competitions. When a wrestler wins, the celebration is also something to behold. The victor performs the eagle dance, a symbolic gesture of power and freedom. Next, let's talk about archery. Both men and women compete in this ancient sport, but unlike other competitions where scores flash on digital boards, Mongolian archery is judged purely by verbal cues from the judges. This keeps the experience rooted in old customs, where precision and tradition blend seamlessly. And then there's horse racing. What sets Mongolian horse racing apart? For starters, the jockeys are not adults but children, some as young as 5 years old. These young riders race over vast, open terrain and endurance-based competitions that are about much more than just speed. In fact, these races can stretch over distances up to 17 miles. But don't worry, safety measures have been updated in recent years to protect these young athletes better. The Naadam Festival isn't just a celebration of sports, it's a reflection of Mongolia's evolving culture. While it honors the country's nomadic heritage and its ties to the days of Genghis Khan, it also highlights the growing role of women in fields traditionally dominated by men. This blend of old and new is what makes Naadam and life in Mongolia so incredibly unique. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Let's explore a country where happiness is valued more than wealth, where crime is so rare that it's almost unheard of, and where you won't find a single beggar or even a traffic light. But what's the reality behind these idyllic descriptions? In this video, we'll uncover the truth about a place where it's culturally acceptable for husbands to love their female neighbors, and where wives may have multiple husbands. Join us as we dive into 10 incredible facts about Bhutan that will leave you astonished. 1. The happiest country. Bhutan, a small Himalayan kingdom, has earned a global reputation as the happiest country in the world. This reputation isn't built on economic wealth, but rather on a unique measure called gross national happiness. Unlike most nations, which gauge progress through gross domestic product, Bhutan measures success through the happiness and well-being of its people. According to a recent survey, over 93% of Bhutan's population considers themselves happy. Despite this, Bhutan ranked 95th out of 137 countries in the World Happiness Report. This lower ranking is primarily due to the country's modest economic status, not its lack of contentment. The King of Bhutan has famously declared that gross national happiness is more important than gross domestic product. In Bhutan, free time is cherished, with people engaging in simple pleasures like drinking tea, meditating, chanting, or gathering vegetables. Walnut picking is a rarity, and most Bhutanese follow a primarily vegetarian diet, reflecting their healthy lifestyle. The people here live by the rhythm of nature, going to bed and rising with the sun, unlike many in other parts of the world who stay up late into the night. Technology takes a backseat in Bhutan. The internet, television, and smartphones are far from essential, and even the latest gadgets like an iPhone 16 Pro Max would fail to stir excitement among the locals. Another fascinating aspect of Bhutanese life is the way homes are built. Houses are constructed freely, often without locks, using natural materials like rocks from the mountains, walnut wood from the forest, and white clay from the streams. The only item villagers purchase is corrugated iron. Even car ownership is approached with a relaxed attitude. Villagers park their vehicles wherever they please, as theft is virtually unheard of. Bhutan is also remarkable for its lack of beggars or homeless individuals. Anyone in need can simply knock on the king's door for help. If someone lacks a home, the king provides land so they can build a house and cultivate their own food. Crime rates in Bhutan are astonishingly low, and the country's commitment to nature is truly extraordinary. In the year 2015, Bhutan set a world record by planting 50,000 trees in just 1 hour. To ensure this focus on happiness endures, Bhutan established a Department of Happiness, led by a minister responsible for helping citizens find satisfaction in their lives. So, are you happy? Let us know in the comments below. 2. Bhutan's unique marriage practices. In some regions of Bhutan, traditional relationships differ greatly from the conventional norms seen in many other countries. In a matriarchal society, women have the freedom to engage in relationships with multiple men, often with the brothers of their primary husband. In this setup, the concept of adultery, as it is understood elsewhere, doesn't quite apply. Historically, Bhutanese culture didn't emphasize formal marriage ceremonies. Couples who loved each other simply lived together and raised children without necessarily registering their union. It's worth noting that many of the husbands in these unions were actually brothers, as a woman marrying the eldest son traditionally meant his brothers would also be considered her husbands. Moreover, when a man marries, he moves into his wife's household, which is a departure from the more widespread patrilocal tradition where a wife moves into the husband's home. Inheritance, too, reflects the matriarchal nature of Bhutanese society, with daughters, particularly the eldest, receiving the family's wealth and assets, including property and livestock. This practice underscores the high value placed on women within the culture. Furthermore, the law in Bhutan strongly protects women. For instance, if a husband were to interact with his wife in a way that could be considered physically abusive, even something as minor as a light slap, the wife could take legal action that might result in immediate imprisonment for the husband. Divorce in Bhutan is also relatively straightforward. A simple written agreement, signed by both parties and a witness, can dissolve a marriage, including arrangements for child custody and financial support. Despite Bhutan's shift toward monogamy in recent years, some rural areas still adhere to these traditional marital practices. This unique blend of tradition and protection contributes to Bhutan's reputation as one of the happiest countries in the world. However, whether this happiness is as universal as often portrayed is a question worth exploring further. While Bhutan's unique marriage practices reveal a fascinating blend of tradition and matriarchy, the country's approach to everyday life extends far beyond the household, into the realm of strict prohibitions that might surprise even the most seasoned traveler. 3. Strict prohibitions. Bhutan, with its unique approach to life, has several intriguing bans that might surprise you. If you're looking for peace and tranquility, don't mess with the local fauna. In Bhutan, it's forbidden to raise animals like chickens, cows, or sheep for meat. If you want meat, it must be imported from neighboring India. This is largely due to the fact that 80% of Bhutan's population practices Buddhism, which is deeply ingrained as the national religion. Many Buddhists in Bhutan take their beliefs seriously, with daily chants and a strict no-kill policy, extending even to insects. Even bugs that crawl into your hotel room are safe. Hunting and fishing are also off-limits, with very few exceptions. Bhutan also says a firm no to chemical fertilizers. So if you're after clean, pesticide-free vegetables, this is the place to be. Back in the year 2016, the Bhutanese government banned the import of vegetables from India after finding high levels of chemical residues in items like chili, beans, and cauliflower. The ban on poultry products, including eggs, has been in place since the year 2012, further solidifying Bhutan's commitment to organic living. Bhutan didn't have access to television or the internet until the year 1999. The king lifted the ban, making Bhutan the last country in the world to introduce television. When the first TV sets arrived in June of that year, the people of Thimphu, Bhutan's capital, were mesmerized, with many spending hours glued to the screen, captivated by Indian movies. But with the arrival of television came new challenges. Children started playing outside less, and there were even incidents like a student breaking his arm in a schoolyard fight, mimicking boxing moves seen on TV. To protect public health, Bhutan became the first country in the world to completely ban the sale and smoking of cigarettes in the year 2004. Selling cigarettes in Bhutan could cost you a hefty fine of $1,500 US, and if you're caught smoking, you could face up to 3 years in prison. In the first year of this law, over 800 people were fined, with nearly half ending up in jail. The first person caught was a monk named Nam Singh, who was found carrying 180 grams of chewing tobacco, sparking outrage across the country. Under pressure from public opinion, the law was slightly amended. Now, a person can purchase up to 300 cigarettes, 50 cigars, or 250 grams of tobacco products from abroad, but only with proper documentation. However, because cigarettes cannot be purchased within Bhutan, they are sold on the black market for as much as $1 per cigarette. It's no wonder that Bhutan reportedly only has one smoker in the entire country, a fact that many Bhutanese wholeheartedly support. Another fascinating regulation is Bhutan's commitment to maintaining at least 60% of its land as forest. Cutting down a tree without special permission can land you in serious trouble. You'll be fined heavily and might even face jail time. To atone for cutting down one tree, you're required to plant 2 saplings in its place. Bhutan's dedication to its environment has earned it the title of the only country in the world with negative carbon emissions. Climbing mountains in Bhutan is also strictly regulated. In the year 1994, the government banned climbing peaks higher than 6,000 meters, and by the year 2003, mountaineering was completely banned. Finally, Bhutan doesn't have any traffic lights. They were removed because the government found them too impersonal. Instead, intersections are regulated by traffic officers who direct vehicles with calm gestures. Instead of harsh warning signs, you'll find philosophical reminders like drive slowly, breathe deeply, love life, encouraging drivers to move at a safe pace while reflecting on life's beauty. Before we continue, I have a 10-second request for all of you. If you can help us out, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us. In return, we promise to keep making the show even better for you. Deal? 4. Strange cuisine. Bhutan, where 90% of the dishes feature avocado and chili is treated as a vegetable, not just a seasoning. Whether it's dried, fresh, green, red, or even mixed with cheese, chili peppers are everywhere, making the cuisine in Bhutan spicier than most Western dishes but less greasy than the food of neighboring China and India. Let's start with sakam pie, a dish that combines dried beef, white chili peppers, and radish. What makes this dish unique is that the chili is used whole, not sliced, delivering a fiery punch that's not for the faint-hearted. If you're a fan of salted pork, you might enjoy campa, but be prepared. This dish also packs in plenty of dried chili peppers. Then there's iamad, a dish that showcases Bhutan's love for chili peppers. Here, chili is not just an ingredient, it's a way of life, eaten at every meal every day. Bhutanese people even dry their chili and mold it into squares, creating a delicacy known as chogo, which can take up to 45 minutes to eat. Rice is a staple in Bhutan, but it's not the fluffy white rice you might be used to. Instead, Bhutanese rice is red and has a distinct texture that can be challenging to the unaccustomed palate. Given that rice farming in Bhutan occurs at an average altitude of over 10,000 feet, it's no wonder the grains are a bit tougher. The country's highest peak, Gangkar Puensum, towers at nearly 25,000 feet, making it one of the tallest unclimbed mountains in the world. Tea is another Bhutanese favorite, but it's far from ordinary. In Bhutan, tea is often served with a pinch of salt, pepper, and even a small spoonful of butter. But the surprises don't stop with food. Each adult in Bhutan consumes nearly 9 liters of alcohol per year, well above the global average of just over 6 liters. With more than 5,400 bars scattered throughout the country, Bhutanese people know how to enjoy a drink. However, on Tuesdays, known as Dry Day, the government prohibits the sale of alcohol, giving the nation a brief pause in its spirited consumption. 5. Unique Bhutan costumes. In this country, traditional clothing isn't just reserved for ceremonies, it's a part of everyday life. Men wear the go, and women don the kira, with both outfits featuring a large pocket in the front. This isn't just for aesthetics, it's practical too, as it can hold everything from a mobile phone to small personal items. If you visit Bhutan, you'll notice that all male tour guides wear the go, and when they enter fortresses, they must also don a white scarf. This isn't just a fashion statement, it's a requirement. Bhutanese people wear their traditional clothes to work, to temples, in offices, and during formal events. For government employees, this attire is even more strictly enforced. In Bhutan, traditional clothing is so ingrained in the culture that even school children wear it daily. And here's something you might find surprising: Bhutan is one of the few places where you'll still see men wearing what might look like skirts, but are gos. Social status in Bhutan is also reflected in what you wear, particularly the color of the scarf draped over the left shoulder. For instance, a white scarf signifies a commoner, while a yellow scarf is reserved for nobles and monks. This unique blend of tradition, practicality, and cultural pride makes Bhutan's way of life truly fascinating and unlike anywhere else in the world. Just as Bhutan's traditional costumes reflect a deep connection to cultural identity and social status, the country's living conditions and economy reveal a fascinating contrast between simplicity and survival, offering a glimpse into a way of life that challenges modern expectations. 6. Living conditions and economy. Bhutan's economy may be modest, with the average annual income for a Bhutanese person being just around $1,400 US. To put that in perspective, this is about 1/3 of what the average person earns in Vietnam. The unemployment rate among Bhutanese youth hovers close to 30%, and around 1 in every 8 people lives below the poverty line. Interestingly, the Bhutanese lifestyle does not revolve around the constant grind of work. Many people here work only enough to meet their basic needs and make occasional trips to the local market. What might surprise you even more is that half of the male population in Bhutan are monks residing in monasteries. Their daily routines involve tasks like cleaning, praying, and pouring holy water for both local devotees and international visitors. It's no wonder you won't find global giants like McDonald's or Starbucks in Bhutan. The country's unique way of life extends to its banking system, too. Bhutan does not have online banking services. Customers must visit the bank in person for any transactions. Additionally, Bhutan maintains only 3 embassies in its capital, Thimphu, relying heavily on India for international diplomatic relations. The Bhutanese currency, the ngultram, is tied to the Indian rupee, emphasizing the close economic ties between the two nations. This intriguing mix of ancient traditions and modern-day simplicity is what makes Bhutan a truly unique destination that captivates the world's imagination. In Bhutan, the origins of phallus worship date back to the 15th century and the teachings of a monk named Drukpa Kunli, who is famously known as the divine madman. Drukpa Kunli was anything but conventional. His teachings often used sexual themes and irreverent humor to challenge the strict religious norms of his time. He introduced the phallus as a symbol of fertility, protection, and a way to subvert societal expectations. Over time, this symbol became deeply rooted in Bhutanese culture, so much so that images are now seen everywhere, painted on homes, carved into wooden sculptures, and even incorporated into religious ceremonies. What truly fascinates visitors is the striking contrast between the boldly sexual nature of these symbols and Bhutan's reputation as a modest and deeply spiritual society. Aren't just crude or simple drawings, they are often intricately decorated, sometimes depicted in the act of ejaculation, and can be found alongside images of dragons and other mythical beings. These symbols are believed to protect against evil spirits, bring good luck, and promote fertility. For tourists, this widespread acceptance and the seamless integration of such symbols into everyday Bhutanese life offer a unique and surprising window into the country's culture. One of the most popular tourist attractions is the Chimi Lakhang Temple, also known as the Fertility Temple here. Made from stone, bamboo, and ivory are used in rituals to bless couples struggling to conceive. The temple draws thousands of visitors each year, all eager to learn about the cultural and spiritual significance behind this unusual practice. 8. The land of festivals. Bhutan's unique traditions and vibrant festivals are unlike anything you'll find elsewhere. During a wedding in Bhutan, monks chant ancient mantras, forging a deep spiritual bond between the couple. But that's just the beginning. There's also a ritual known as the forest ceremony, where beer is offered to the gods. Once the sacred rituals are complete, the newlyweds share the remaining beer with their guests, marking the official start of their married life. Now, let's talk about Bhutan's national sport, archery. But this isn't your standard Olympic archery. In Bhutan, 2 teams face off, shooting arrows toward each other's targets while the atmosphere is alive with food, drink, singing, and dancing. The wives and fans of the archers have a playful role too. They try to distract the opposing team by teasing them, often with a beer in hand. When it comes to festivals, Bhutan takes things to a whole new level of color and meaning. The new year kicks off with a festival called Loa, where dancing is a central theme. A tray of dough balls with hidden fillings predicts your fortune for the year. If you find a chili, you're in for a talkative year. If it's something white like salt or rice, it signifies kindness. But if you come across black coal, it's a sign your heart might need some healing. Equally captivating is the Juma El Hang Group Festival. At the stroke of midnight, a group of male dancers emerges, wearing nothing but masks and loincloths. They perform a traditional dance believed to ward off evil spirits. And then there's the Tekyu Festival, where the Cham dance takes center stage. Performed exclusively by men, this dance tells stories of morality and life, serving as a moving form of meditation for both the dancers and the audience. While Bhutan's vibrant festivals offer a window into its rich cultural tapestry, where tradition and spirituality come alive, the Black-Necked Crane Festival takes this connection a step further, intertwining cultural heritage with a profound dedication to environmental conservation that sets Bhutan apart on the global stage. 9. The Black-Necked Crane Festival. One of the most remarkable events in Bhutan that has captivated global attention is the Black-Necked Crane Festival. This annual celebration, held on November 11th in the serene Phobjika Valley, stands out not just for its cultural significance but for its deep-rooted commitment to environmental conservation. The festival is timed to coincide with the arrival of the endangered black-necked cranes, which migrate from the vast Tibetan plateau to spend the winter months in Bhutan. What truly astonishes visitors is how seamlessly this festival weaves together spirituality, cultural heritage, and ecological awareness. In Bhutanese culture, these majestic cranes are not just seen as vital to the ecosystem, they are also revered as spiritual entities. Local traditions suggest that these birds embody the spirits of ancestors returning to bless the land, adding a layer of profound spiritual significance to the event. The festival is marked by a series of traditional performances, most notably the crane dance, where dancers beautifully mimic the elegant movements of the cranes. The celebration also features masked dances and songs that convey Buddhist teachings and local stories connected to cranes. These performances go beyond mere entertainment. They serve a crucial role in educating people about the urgent need to protect the natural habitats of these endangered birds, which face growing threats from human activity. In Bhutan, the Black-Necked Crane Festival is more than just a spectacle. It is a powerful statement about the nation's commitment to preserving both its cultural heritage and the environment, a lesson the rest of the world could learn from. 10. Monastic retreats of 3 years, 3 months, and 3 days. In the mystical kingdom of Bhutan, there's a spiritual practice so intense and unique that it has captured the fascination of the entire world, dedicating not just days or months but a full 3 years, 3 months, and 3 days to a monastic retreat. Known as Losum Chosum in Bhutanese Buddhism, this extraordinary commitment involves deep meditation, rigorous spiritual study, and complete isolation from the outside world. This tradition is rooted in the Drukpa Kagyu and Nyingma schools of Buddhism and is a profound demonstration of the pursuit of enlightenment. The number 3 holds deep spiritual significance in Buddhism, symbolizing various sacred principles. For more than 1,170 days, participants engage in an inner journey that requires an almost unimaginable level of dedication and discipline. Only a few hundred monks and nuns in Bhutan embark on these retreats at any given time, highlighting just how rare and demanding this path is. For many, especially in the West, this practice is a source of both admiration and amazement. It starkly contrasts with modern life, where productivity and social interaction often take center stage. These retreats offer a rare and profound insight into a way of life that values inner growth far above worldly achievements, challenging our conventional understanding of time and purpose. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. GlobeGo, your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love the content. Comment below on the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. In today's video, we're taking you to a place unlike any other on Earth. This region has been shaped by both nature's beauty and its raw power. Until recently, it was so secluded that even the local governments restricted access to keep it hidden from the rest of the world. Join us as we journey to Kamchatka. It is not just a stunning destination, it's a place filled with deep mystery and rich traditions. Here, local tribes believe in supernatural forces, viewing volcanoes as living beings, sacred homes of powerful spirits. These beliefs guide their way of life, shaping their connection to the land and ensuring they live in harmony with these mighty forces of nature. Let's begin our journey through Kamchatka, where nature's extremes create a world unlike any other. Kamchatka, often referred to as Russia's Alaska, is known for its breathtaking natural landscapes, immense size, and challenging climate. But what really makes this remote peninsula in the Russian Far East so intriguing? Much like Alaska, Kamchatka is a land of dramatic volcanoes, sprawling tundra, and diverse wildlife that includes iconic creatures like bears and foxes. Have you ever wondered what life is like in such a wild and remote corner of the world? Both Kamchatka and Alaska share more than just geography and wildlife. They are also home to indigenous ethnic groups whose traditions have remained largely unchanged over the centuries. These customs, some of which might surprise you, reflect the harsh realities of surviving in Arctic conditions. For example, did you know that both regions have long practiced reindeer herding as an essential form of transportation and cargo hauling? In a land where snow and ice dominate for much of the year, these animals are not just a mode of transport, they are a lifeline. But there's more to these remote regions than just the reindeer. As we dive deeper into Kamchatka's culture, we'll explore a tradition that might shock some, the practice of wife swapping. This is not a modern phenomenon, but rather a long-standing custom rooted in the survival needs of indigenous groups. What do you think drives such practices in this part of the world? How do these customs tie into the extreme environment and the need for close-knit community ties? Housing in Kamchatka, like in Alaska, has evolved to meet the demands of a brutally cold climate. In Kamchatka, the Evenki people traditionally lived in cone-shaped tents known as tuulotse, while their Alaskan counterparts, the Inuit, built igloos from snow and ice. Both types of shelters are designed to insulate against the harsh winters, ensuring warmth in freezing conditions. And then there's the spiritual side. In both Kamchatka and Alaska, the indigenous peoples hold deep spiritual beliefs that are intertwined with nature. Their rituals and practices reflect a deep reverence for the land, animals, and the spirits they believe inhabit the environment. In these isolated regions, living in harmony with nature isn't just a lifestyle, it's a necessity for survival. Kamchatka may feel like a world apart, but through its traditions, landscapes, and people, it offers a fascinating glimpse into what it means to live on the edge of the world. Stay tuned as we continue our journey to uncover more of its mysteries. Kamchatka, one of the most stunning and mysterious regions on Earth, offers more than just breathtaking landscapes. Life here is deeply rooted in ancient traditions and a spiritual connection with the natural world. Ever wondered what it's like to live in a place where volcanoes are worshipped as living entities? The majority of Kamchatka's population lives in small villages, with the Itomen, Evenki, and Koryaks being the largest ethnic groups. These communities each bring unique cultural richness to the region. The Itomen, for example, are expert salmon fishers. Their traditional fishing techniques, perfected over generations, help them survive Kamchatka's harsh winters. But beyond fishing, one of the most intriguing aspects of their culture is the ritual of eternal bonds, where families strengthen alliances through symbolic exchanges, including the practice of wife exchange, a controversial yet significant part of their social structure. The Evenki, a nomadic people, are renowned for their reindeer herding. From a young age, Evenki children master the art of riding and caring for reindeer, which are essential to their survival. Their specialized reindeer-adapted saddles allow them to traverse the vast, rugged landscape with ease. Meanwhile, the Koryaks, who inhabit the northeastern part of the peninsula, have perfected whale and seal hunting. Their methods are intertwined with rituals that express a deep respect for the ocean, and these hunts are not only vital for survival but also hold spiritual significance. At the heart of Kamchatka's culture is animism. The region's more than 200 volcanoes are seen as living beings with their own wills and personalities. Kamchatkans believe their interactions with nature can influence volcanic spirits, whose favor or wrath can shape their lives. To keep these powerful spirits appeased, they perform rituals and offer prayers to ensure good harvests, successful hunts, and protection from natural disasters. Kamchatka's unique way of life is an extraordinary blend of survival, tradition, and spirituality. From rituals honoring the land to the exchange of wives as part of eternal bonds, this region remains one of the most captivating and little understood places on Earth. Before we continue, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just press the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It means the world. It really supports this channel. And if you do that for me, I promise my team and I will do everything we can to make this show even better for you. Deal? One of the most remarkable customs among the Itelmen people of Kamchatka is what they call the ritual of eternal bonds. This practice traces its roots back to the time when the Itelmen lived alongside societies like the Chukchi, especially in regions such as Siberia. The Chukchi practiced a wife exchange ritual known as Nevtum Git. And over time, the Itelmen adapted this concept into their own unique cultural practice. So what exactly is the ritual of eternal bonds? In this tradition, men of the tribe form marriage alliances, allowing them to exchange wives for agreed periods of time. This exchange, which could last anywhere from several months to an indefinite period, isn't just a casual arrangement, it's deeply tied to the survival of the community. During times of hardship such as long journeys, illness, or conflicts with neighboring tribes, this custom serves as a way to strengthen community ties and ensure mutual support. But why would such a practice continue to exist today? Kamchatka is still a harsh, unforgiving region where survival depends on cooperation. This ritual, even as it has evolved, fosters a sense of social and emotional stability. It creates bonds of trust that help the community withstand challenges. Interestingly, it also promotes genetic diversity within the tribe, helping to ensure the health and longevity of future generations. The Itelmen still honor the spirit of this ritual through seasonal festivals and ceremonies where they make offerings to their guardian spirits. These practices keep alive the traditions of their ancestors, binding the community together in the face of change. Now, what do you think? Could a tradition like this survive in your country today? How would your society react to such a custom? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. Located in the far east of Russia, the Kamchatka Peninsula stretches over 1,200 kilometers from the Sea of Okhotsk to the Pacific Ocean. Surrounded by seas that isolate it from the world, Kamchatka is a land of extremes, both in nature and culture. Nearly the entire peninsula is covered by nature reserves dominated by over 300 volcanoes, around 30 of which remain active. This makes Kamchatka one of the most volcanically active regions on the planet. It's part of the Pacific Ring of Fire, and its volcanoes were named a UNESCO World Heritage Site in the year 1996. The region is so seismically active that volcanic eruptions and earthquakes occur regularly. Kamchatka's volatile landscape of craters, geysers, and lava flows has earned it the nickname the Land of Fire and Ice. The peninsula's name likely comes from the Ainu people, an indigenous group from northern Japan. Their influence spread through trade and cultural ties, and the word Kamchatka is believed to mean a place that stretches and explodes, reflecting its volatile nature. Kamchatka's weather is just as unpredictable as its volcanic activity. With nearly 20 different climate zones, summer temperatures can vary wildly, dropping below freezing in some areas while rising above 68 degrees Fahrenheit in others. This constant shift in climate mirrors the landscape, which is always changing, offering a unique experience for those who visit. Kamchatka was officially discovered by Russian explorers in the 17th century, but it remained largely unknown until recently. Just 15 years ago, access to Kamchatka was tightly restricted, as the region was a military zone, rumored to be involved in secret experiments and UFO research. It was Russia's equivalent of Area 51, adding to its air of mystery. Today, while the region is more open, it still holds onto its enigmatic charm. Adventurers and nature lovers flock to Kamchatka for its stunning and ever-changing landscapes, but there's still much about this place that remains untold. Could Kamchatka be hiding more secrets beneath its wild beauty? Stay tuned. Each year, the Volcano Festival draws in a mix of locals and thrill-seekers from across the globe. It offers a rare opportunity to immerse yourself in the raw power of Kamchatka's volcanic terrain. One of the standout moments is the chance to hike up one of its iconic volcanoes, such as Vachinsky. Here you can take in sweeping views of the untouched wilderness, where nature's grandeur is on full display. But it's not just about hiking. Kamchatka's cultural richness is woven into every aspect of the festival. You'll find performances showcasing local traditions, ecological campaigns aimed at preserving this delicate environment, and a variety of food festivals celebrating the region's unique culinary heritage. Ever tried dishes cooked over open fires using recipes passed down through generations? This is your chance. The festival even pushes physical limits with athletic events like skyrunning, where competitors race up the steep, rugged volcanic slopes. And for those who prefer to engage their creative side, there are competitions like outdoor cooking contests featuring Kamchatka's traditional recipes. More than a celebration of adventure, the Volcano Festival brings together the untamed forces of nature and Kamchatka's deep cultural roots. It's an unforgettable experience, one that blends ecological awareness with thrilling outdoor activities. So if you're an environmental enthusiast or simply someone seeking a mix of culture and adventure, Kamchatka's Volcano Festival is a journey worth taking. Next, dive into the Valley of Geysers. Nestled deep in the remote Kamchatka Peninsula in Russia, stands as one of the world's most breathtaking and enigmatic natural wonders. It boasts a staggering concentration of over 90 geysers and countless hot springs, second only to Yellowstone in the United States. But unlike Yellowstone, getting to Kamchatka is no easy task. It's so isolated that it's only accessible by helicopter. Now, what makes the Valley of Geysers so intriguing? In the year 2007, the landscape was dramatically altered by a massive mudslide, covering a large part of the valley and temporarily forming a lake. In just a few hours, the land was transformed, reminding us of the sheer power of nature. Fortunately, much of it has since recovered, and the area remains an active geothermal hotspot. The geysers themselves are a sight to behold. Some of the largest, like Velikan, meaning giant, erupt with such force that water is thrown nearly 130 feet into the air. But don't be fooled by the beauty of these eruptions. Underground geothermal activity makes the land here unstable and even dangerous. While the natural wonders of Kamchatka are breathtaking, the region is also home to a rich array of wildlife. You might catch a glimpse of bears, foxes, or one of the many bird species that call this remote area home. However, strict environmental protections and its difficult-to-reach location mean only a small number of visitors ever experience this extraordinary landscape. For the indigenous people of Kamchatka, the spiritual bond with nature is central to their way of life. At the heart of their belief system is animism, a worldview that sees the region's towering volcanoes not just as geological wonders, but as living beings, each with its own will and personality. Volcanoes are more than natural formations in Kamchatka. They are seen as spiritual entities with immense power. The locals believe these volcanoes can influence their daily lives, from harvests to hunting success. So how do they maintain harmony with such powerful forces? By showing deep respect through rituals and offerings, ensuring they stay in the good graces of these fiery spirits. Ceremonies involving prayers and offerings to these volcanic spirits are a regular part of life. Whether it's for ensuring a good harvest or warding off natural disasters, the people of Kamchatka remain deeply connected to their environment. They understand that their respectful relationship with the land is key to both their survival and prosperity. What makes this region even more fascinating is how these spiritual beliefs influence every aspect of daily life. The reverence for nature isn't just about survival, it is seen as the foundation of well-being. This respect for the natural world, coupled with their rich traditions, creates an atmosphere of mystery and beauty that is unmatched anywhere else on Earth. In Kamchatka, the volcanoes serve as constant reminders of the immense power of nature. They are a symbol of the delicate balance between humanity and the natural world. Here, rituals are not just cultural practices but a vital link to a much larger spiritual connection that defines the lives of those who call this incredible land home. So, what do you think? Could a place where nature's fury and beauty intertwine in such a profound way be anything less than captivating? Let's dive deeper into the rich traditions, spirituality, and raw natural power of Kamchatka. One of the most fascinating aspects of life in Kamchatka is a peculiar custom, the wearing of a tooth-shaped amulet. Known as the shaman's tooth, this amulet is believed to offer protection from evil spirits. It's not just any piece of jewelry, but a powerful artifact tied to the indigenous cultures of Kamchatka, particularly the Koryak and Itelmen peoples. This amulet has deep roots in the region's rich shamanistic traditions. You might wonder, what makes this small object so significant? The Koryaks and Itelmens have long relied on spiritual leaders known as shamans. These figures played essential roles in their communities by healing, communicating with spirits, and acting as intermediaries between the physical and spiritual worlds. The shaman's tooth is crafted from the tooth of an animal, often a bear, reindeer, or even fish. Once blessed by a shaman, it is believed to protect the wearer from bad luck, illness, and spiritual harm. Shamanistic traditions in Kamchatka run deep, with practices involving the use of natural elements like bones and teeth to embody spiritual energy. These objects aren't merely symbolic, they are seen as tools of power, often used in healing rituals and divination. For the Koryaks and Itelmens, their worldview is rich with spiritual complexity, where the natural environment, from animals to rivers, is infused with the presence of spirits. The role of the shaman is to maintain the balance between humans and these spiritual forces. While the exact origins of the shaman's tooth remain unclear, it fits within the broader practices of indigenous shamanism in Kamchatka. This connection to the spiritual world through artifacts like the tooth continues to captivate those interested in ancient, mystical practices. So next time you hear about Kamchatka, it's not just about the stunning volcanoes or rugged wilderness. There's a deeper layer, one where the spiritual and physical worlds intertwine, and customs like the shaman's tooth continue to play a crucial role in preserving these ancient ways of life. What do you think? Could a small tooth-shaped amulet really hold the power to protect someone from the unseen forces of nature? Among the many wonders of this region is a dish that you won't find anywhere else, a curious fusion of raw frozen fish and sweet wild berries. If you're a fan of unique and adventurous cuisine, this combination will certainly pique your interest. Rooted deeply in the indigenous cultures of Kamchatka, particularly among the Itelmen, Koryaks, and Evens, this dish is more than just food. It represents a profound connection to the natural environment. One of the signature delicacies of this region is stroganina, where thinly sliced frozen salmon or trout is paired with wild berries like cloudberries. The salty, icy fish combined with the sweetness of the berries creates a flavor contrast that is both surprising and unforgettable. But that's not all. Take kailekyle, another traditional dish that features cooked salmon mixed with an assortment of berries such as bilberries and crowberries, sometimes even enhanced with pine nuts. This dish is a perfect balance of savory, sweet, and acidic flavors. Not only does it taste amazing, but it's also packed with nutrients, making it a staple in the local diet. Then there's tokusha, a paste made from dried fish, often ukola, blended with berries and sometimes drizzled with rich oils like cod liver or seal oil. Thick and spreadable, this dish is beloved for its high protein content and abundance of vitamins, essential nutrition for surviving Kamchatka's long, harsh winters. What makes these dishes truly special is that they are not just food for sustenance, they are deeply tied to the land and the seasons. During Kamchatka's short but intense summer, the salmon runs and berry harvests are in full swing, drawing not only the locals but also the region's famous brown bears. This is a time of abundance, a time when communities celebrate their natural bounty in festivals like Akalalai, where they give thanks for the harvest, including their beloved fish and berries. In Kamchatka, food isn't just about survival, it's about harmony with nature. It's about making the most of what the land provides and turning it into something worth celebrating. Whether it's a simple dish of frozen fish or a paste of dried fish and berries, every bite tells a story, one of resilience, creativity, and a deep respect for the environment. This symbiotic way of living off the land is a cornerstone of Kamchatka's unique culinary culture, offering a glimpse into the lives of the people who call this mysterious region home. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more intriguing stories from remote corners of the world. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love this content. Comment below about the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Siberia, located in the vast expanses of the Russian Federation, stands as one of the world's most remote and enigmatic regions. Renowned for its immense taiga forests, breathtaking volcanic landscapes, and the eerie mysteries of its natural sinkholes, this harsh land has long captured the imagination. In the heart of this unforgiving environment, the Eskimo tribe maintains traditions that starkly contrast with modern societal norms, with women playing a pivotal role in these ancient customs. Join us as we delve into the chilling truths of Russia's most formidable territory. Have you ever heard of the Eskimo tribe in Siberia? In the Eskimo tribe, located in one of the most unforgiving parts of Russia, women continue a tradition that might seem unimaginable to outsiders. Unlike many other Eskimo communities that have moved away from such practices due to the influence of modern civilization, some Eskimo women still adhere to the custom of serving guests intimately, if their husbands permit it. Life in Siberia is incredibly tough, and the Eskimo people have developed a unique way of showing hospitality that reflects their resilience. Women in this community are known for their remarkable strength and endurance, often surpassing that of men. Despite giving birth to multiple children, only a few survive to adulthood due to the extreme conditions. These challenges have shaped a culture where traditional views on relationships and personal matters hold little weight. What are your thoughts on this unique practice? Let us know in the comments below. Among the many secrets this icy region holds, one that has recently grabbed worldwide attention is the discovery of the blood-feeding vampire moths from the Calyptra. Did you know these moths, originally known for piercing fruits to feed on juice, have evolved a shocking new behavior? They now use their needle-like proboscis to pierce human skin and drink blood. But what makes this story even more intriguing? These vampire moths were first observed in Siberia, a region already known for its extreme conditions. It's a rare adaptation among moths, and it raises the question, what could drive an insect to develop such a unique feeding habit in one of the harshest environments on Earth? The male vampire moths engage in this blood-sucking behavior to obtain nutrients like sodium, which they later pass on to females during mating. This eerie ritual is somewhat similar to how mosquitoes feed, but unlike mosquitoes, these moths don't pose a serious threat. Their bites might cause mild irritation, much like a mosquito bite, but there's no need to worry about diseases. Nevertheless, the idea of moths feeding on human blood has fascinated and disturbed many, sparking conversations about how species evolve and adapt to survive in the most challenging conditions. Yet Siberia's wonders don't stop at vampire moths. Its majestic rivers and rugged landscapes hold even more astonishing tales. Before we continue, I have a 10-second request for all of you. If you can help us out, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us. In return, we promise to keep making this show even better for you. Deal? Siberia, a vast and rugged land, is home to 4 of the world's 15 longest rivers, the Oby, Amur, Yenisei, and Lena. Novosibirsk, Siberia's largest city with about 1,633,000 residents, is a major industrial hub, known for aerospace, nuclear fuel, and hydropower industries. It's also a key stop on the Trans-Siberian Railway. Krasnoyarsk in the Yenisei River Basin is less populated but holds nearly 40% of the world's nickel reserves, making it a global mining powerhouse. Further east, the Lena River Basin is home to the stunning Lena Stone Forest, a UNESCO World Heritage Site since the year 2012. The Amur River, marking much of the border between Russia and China, is crucial in the geopolitics of the region, especially after the Sino-Soviet split in the 1960s. The Abana River is known for its strange red color, possibly due to natural iron or industrial waste. In May of the year 2020, a major oil spill darkened the river further, leading to a national emergency declared by President Putin. Siberia remains a land of extremes, where nature and industry coexist in a delicate balance. If you're eager to explore more of Russia's mysteries, be sure to check out our previous video. In this vast, unforgiving land, you'll find Lake Baikal, the deepest freshwater lake in the world. It plunges to a staggering depth of over 1,600 meters, holding the largest reservoir of fresh water on the planet, with over 23,600 billion cubic meters of water. Can you imagine what that means for the world? Scientists still haven't pinned down the exact age of Lake Baikal, but many theories suggest it could be between 25 and 30 million years old. If this is true, Baikal would be the oldest of all the ancient lakes on Earth, a true testament to the power of time. Recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site in the year 1996, Lake Baikal isn't just a body of water, it's a living treasure. Its breathtaking landscapes and incredibly diverse wildlife make it a crown jewel of Siberia, a place where nature's raw beauty reigns supreme. Siberia, a region famous for its extreme climate and stunning landscapes, is home to one of Earth's most significant geological formations, the Siberian Traps. Covering around 7 million square kilometers, these volcanic remnants mark the site of a catastrophic event that occurred 252 million years ago, the Permian. This event, caused by massive volcanic eruptions, released toxic chemicals into the atmosphere, devastating the planet's environment. The ozone layer was destroyed, leading to the extinction of over 96% of marine species and 70% of terrestrial species, including 83% of insect species, the only known mass insect in Earth's history. The epicenter of this devastation is near today's city of Lucis. While this region remains harsh and challenging, it offers a glimpse into a critical moment in our planet's history, a time when life nearly vanished, yet somehow found a way to endure and eventually thrive again. But amid Siberia's harsh landscapes marked by ancient a surprising link to our prehistoric past is captivating modern attention. In the remote, unforgiving landscapes of Siberia, a unique art form is gaining global attention: mammoth ivory carvings. These intricate pieces are crafted from the tusks of woolly mammoths, preserved in the permafrost for thousands of years. Known as living fossils, these tusks connect us directly to Earth's ancient past. The rising demand for these carvings is partly due to the global ban on elephant ivory, positioning mammoth ivory as an ethical alternative. However, this trade is not without controversy. Critics argue that it might unintentionally sustain the ivory market, risking further harm to elephants. Environmental concerns also loom large. Extracting mammoth tusks disrupts the permafrost, potentially releasing methane, a greenhouse gas that could accelerate climate change. Despite these issues, the carvings hold immense cultural and historical value, offering insights into a prehistoric world. This intersection of art, archaeology, and ethics makes mammoth ivory carvings a subject of ongoing debate and fascination. In the frozen depths of Siberia lies Yakutsk, home to one of the world's most extraordinary natural resources, the Papagai crater. Formed by a meteorite impact 35 million years ago, this crater straddles the Krasnoyarsk and Yakutia regions, holding a secret of staggering proportions: trillions of carats of impact diamonds, which are far harder than typical diamonds. These diamonds, buried deep beneath the Siberian tundra, remained hidden from the world for nearly 40 years, concealed by the Soviet government. The reason? The potential these diamonds had to upend the global diamond market was immense. Instead, the Soviets focused on producing synthetic diamonds for industrial uses, leaving the Papagai treasure untouched. Despite their abundance, 10 times greater than all known global diamond reserves combined, mining these diamonds is no easy task. The harsh environment and high extraction costs, coupled with the rise of synthetic alternatives, have made it difficult to justify large-scale mining operations. However, the sheer scale and unique properties of these diamonds mark a significant geological and industrial milestone. While the full potential of this deposit remains untapped, it positions Russia as a possible future leader in the global supply of industrial diamonds. The big question is whether these diamonds will ever see the light of day, or if they will remain buried in Siberia's icy embrace. In late the year 2016, an extraordinary and puzzling event took place in Siberia that captured global attention. along an 11-mile stretch of beach in the Gulf of Ob, located in the northwest of Siberia, above the Arctic Circle. Thousands of giant snowballs appeared out of nowhere. These snowballs varied in size, ranging from small tennis balls to massive spheres nearly 3 feet in diameter. But how did these mysterious snowballs come to be? Experts explain that this rare phenomenon occurred due to a unique combination of environmental conditions. Initially, a layer of slushy ice formed on the water's surface. As the wind picked up and the tides receded, pieces of this ice began to roll over the sandy beach, gradually accumulating more layers and transforming into large, rounded spheres. It's a natural process that mirrors how children might roll snowballs to build a snowman, but on a much grander and more natural scale. What's particularly intriguing is that even the local residents, who are no strangers to harsh Arctic conditions, had never witnessed anything like it before. While similar events have been recorded in other parts of the world, such as Lake Michigan and the Gulf of Finland, the sheer size and number of these snowballs in Siberia made this event stand out as truly extraordinary. This rare occurrence not only drew attention to the fascinating and sometimes unpredictable outcomes of natural processes, but also shed light on the unique and extreme environmental conditions of the Arctic regions. On June 30th of the year 1908, the remote wilderness of Siberia witnessed one of the most enigmatic events in modern history, the Tunguska event. This colossal explosion, with an estimated force equivalent to 10 to 15 million tons of TNT, flattened 80 million trees across an area of approximately 2,000 square kilometers. But here's where the mystery deepens. No impact crater was ever discovered. What could cause such widespread devastation without leaving a trace? The leading theory suggests that a meteoroid or comet fragment, about 50 to 60 meters in diameter, entered Earth's atmosphere and exploded at an altitude of 5 to 10 kilometers. This high-altitude explosion generated a shockwave powerful enough to cause massive destruction, yet left no solid debris behind. Eyewitnesses recounted seeing a pillar of fire blazing through the sky, followed by a shockwave that could be felt for miles. However, the absence of an impact site and extraterrestrial material puzzled scientists, leading to numerous theories. Some speculate it was a comet, others a natural gas explosion, and there are even more far-fetched ideas such as a miniature black hole. Despite over a century of scientific investigation, the true cause of the Tunguska event remains a mystery, captivating the minds of researchers and the public alike. Could this event hold secrets that we are yet to uncover? As the debate continues, the Tunguska event stands as one of Earth's most compelling mysteries. What do you think truly happened in the depths of Siberia on that fateful day? Let us know in the comments below. Deep in Siberia's unforgiving landscape lies the city of permafrost in the Sakha Republic, or Yakutia, where dramatic changes are reshaping the region. At the heart of this transformation is the Batagay crater, known as the gateway to the underworld. This massive crater, expanding rapidly, exposes layers of permafrost frozen for over 650,000 years. As it melts, ancient soils, plants, and even long-extinct animals are revealed, like the 42,000-year-old foal found in 2018. For scientists, it's a goldmine of information about past climates and ecosystems, yet it also starkly symbolizes the severe impacts of climate change in the Arctic. But the thawing permafrost is more than a scientific curiosity, it's wreaking havoc on local infrastructure. In Yakutsk, the coldest city on Earth, buildings and roads are collapsing as the ground beneath them becomes unstable. Recently, a two-story building split in half during a heat wave, highlighting the growing environmental crisis. The risks go beyond structural damage. Melting permafrost could release ancient viruses and bacteria trapped for millennia. With Siberia warming up to 4 times faster than the global average, the threat of new health crises looms large. Additionally, the thawing ground is releasing greenhouse gases, including methane, intensifying global warming in a dangerous feedback loop. The situation in Siberia is a stark reminder of the far-reaching impacts of climate change, with consequences that extend far beyond Russia's borders. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. GlobeGo, your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love the content. Comment below on the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Colombia is a country of immense beauty and diversity, covering over 1,142,000 square kilometers. This vast nation offers a wide array of geographical features. To the north, it faces the beautiful Caribbean Sea, while its western border meets the expansive Pacific Ocean. Colombia shares its northern border with Panama, its southern border with Ecuador, and its eastern border with Venezuela. The country is richly endowed with hundreds of rivers, which nourish its fertile lands and contribute to its vibrant landscapes. While Colombia's massive land area exceeds 1 million square kilometers, it's important to note that not all of it is densely populated. Most of the population resides in the northern and western regions, where the blend of natural beauty and vibrant culture creates an inviting atmosphere for anyone looking to explore or even find a soulmate. Medellin, one of Colombia's most iconic cities, is nestled to the north of the capital, Bogota. Historically infamous for its association with Pablo Escobar, Medellin has transformed its narrative from a city once known as the world's most dangerous into a thriving cultural hub. Today, the city's skyline, reminiscent of Hong Kong with its tall buildings, accommodates nearly 3 million residents in an area of roughly 150 square miles. In the past 3 decades, Medellin has shed much of its dark history, and the powerful organized crime cartels are now almost non-existent. This transformation has turned Medellin into one of Colombia's top tourist destinations, where visitors frequently explore attractions such as Escobar's grave. Medellin has featured prominently in numerous TV series and movies, adding to its global intrigue. The fall of Escobar marked a new era for Medellin and Colombia, sparking a wave of renewal aimed at improving the city's image. Areas once deemed too dangerous are now bustling tourist hotspots. One such neighborhood is Comuna Tres, renowned for its vibrant street art and graffiti. This district is one of the most photographed areas in Colombia, inviting tourists and locals alike to explore its lively streets. Medellin is known for its warm climate, prompting locals and tourists to escape the heat in bustling shopping malls. The city draws visitors from all over the world, thanks in part to the favorable exchange rate. As of the year 2024, $1 was exchanged for approximately 4,200 Colombian pesos. This means you can enjoy a hearty meal for just $3 and stay in luxury hotels for around $35 per night. For locals, life in Medellin is a different story. The minimum wage in Colombia is about $261 per month, and many earn around $300 monthly. This economic reality means that tourists often experience a more comfortable lifestyle than the average resident. In Medellin, transportation is convenient and affordable. Uber rides cost around $3, allowing you to bypass crowded public transport. However, yellow taxis tend to be more expensive. Many locals prefer motorcycles due to the high cost of owning a car. In many ways, Colombia mirrors the appeal of Thailand in South America, offering a unique blend of affordability, vibrant culture, and hospitality. While Medellin has transformed from its notorious past into a vibrant cultural hotspot, Colombia's capital, Bogota, offers a contrasting yet equally compelling urban experience, drawing in those curious to explore its blend of historic charm and modern sophistication. Stay tuned. Bogota, the bustling capital of Colombia, is a dynamic city home to 7 million people. Nestled among the majestic mountains at an altitude of 2,650 meters, Bogota boasts a colorful cityscape adorned with vibrant street art. It offers a distinctly metropolitan atmosphere compared to Medellin. The city is brimming with attractions, from the panoramic views atop Montserrat Hill to the Gold Museum, which houses one of the largest collections of pre-Columbian gold artifacts in the world. Bogota serves as Colombia's primary business hub and a central location for higher education. Modern neighborhoods like Chapinero and Zona Rosa add a cosmopolitan flair, featuring trendy shops, restaurants, and nightlife. The city's culinary scene is a true reflection of Colombia's diversity, with traditional dishes such as ajiaco and bandeja paisa being local favorites. For nature lovers, Simón Bolívar Metropolitan Park offers a green escape, while nearby attractions like the Salt Cathedral of Zipaquirá and Villa de Leyva are perfect for day trips. Bogota's vibrant street art, cultural landmarks, and lively neighborhoods ensure there's something for everyone. However, as with any major city, some areas, like Santa Fe Street, are known for illegal activities and require caution. If you could spend a day exploring one part of Bogota, whether it's the vibrant street art, the rich history at the Gold Museum, the breathtaking views from Montserrat Hill, or the bustling nightlife of Zona Rosa, which would you choose and why? Share your creative ideas and inspiring plans in the comments below. Cartagena, a vibrant city on Colombia's northern coast that truly captures the lively spirit of the country. With its breathtaking views of the Caribbean Sea, Cartagena is a place where the rhythmic waves and refreshing sea breeze create an unforgettable atmosphere. It's especially popular among older tourists from the United States and Europe who are drawn to its colorful culture and stunning scenery. During the day, this city offers a rich tapestry of experiences that captivate both locals and tourists. You'll find yourself enchanted by the historic streets surrounded by stunning Spanish architecture. Bicycle tours provide a perfect way to immerse yourself in the city's beauty and serenity as you glide through its lively avenues. As you wander through Cartagena's streets, you'll witness the fascinating daily routines of its residents. From shop owners opening their stores to artists capturing the city's charm on canvas, the rhythm of life here is as diverse as it is intriguing. With its colorful history of pirate invasions and imperial conquests, Cartagena has transformed into a true paradise where cultures merge and friendships blossom. By night, Cartagena undergoes a remarkable transformation. As the clock strikes 10, the city evolves into a hub of nightlife and excitement. The vibrant atmosphere, coupled with street performers showcasing their musical talents, creates an intoxicating blend of sounds and sights. It's no wonder Cartagena is renowned as Colombia's city of indulgence, where the vibrant supply and demand dynamic thrives. However, it's essential to navigate the city's intricacies with some local insight. Taxi drivers often forgo using meters, so it's wise to negotiate your fare up front to avoid unexpected surprises. One route where fares remain fixed is between the city and the airport, so you'll have peace of mind there. Dressing casually and negotiating for local services can enhance your experience and ensure a smooth visit. Despite facing economic challenges, the people of Cartagena radiate joy, always welcoming you with a warm smile. Like women in Russia, Colombian women take great pride in their appearance. It's common to see them capturing their beauty against the stunning backdrops of Colombia's scenic spots. Before we continue, I have a 10-second request for all of you. If you can help us out, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us. In return, we promise to keep making the show even better for you. Deal? Colombia offers many fascinating destinations, including some that are surprisingly reminiscent of places like Norway. One such destination is Guatepe, a village just a 2-hour drive from Medellin. This green paradise is where mountains meet lakes, and the most striking feature is a massive rock formation believed to have formed millions of years ago. Today, it serves as a popular tourist attraction, and there is a fee to climb it. What's intriguing is that the breathtaking lake view from the rock is artificial. In the 1970s, Colombians transformed this area into a lake with a dam to provide electricity to the country. Villages in Colombia, like Guatapé, boast unique local markets. The markets are alive with music, which vendors often play while selling unusual items. One of the more curious offerings is alligator heads, along with fish species you've likely never seen before, said to come from the Amazon rivers. Many Colombians unable to afford factory-made cigarettes smoke hand-rolled tobacco, crafted by vendors and sold at much lower prices. In these rural areas, people are warm and friendly, but they also eat whatever is available, including turtles. You can buy a live turtle, grill it, and eat it right at the market. While this might be attributed to economic challenges, it highlights the resourcefulness and adaptability of the Colombian people. There's another remarkable natural wonder in Colombia, a river like no other. Situated in the heart of the Amazon rainforest, it appears entirely red due to a unique plant that grows within its waters, which Colombians claim is found nowhere else in the world. Discovered in the year 1969, this river has been known as the Five-Colored River ever since. If you aren't captivated by Colombia yet, consider its truly unique places such as a tiny island in the sea with no direct land connection. This island is densely populated, with every inch covered in shanties. There is no municipal governance, and the residents create and enforce their own rules. There isn't even a police officer available to respond to crimes, nor is there a hospital for medical emergencies. Instead, residents must rely on themselves or make a long journey to the mainland. The island, called Santa Cruz del Islote, has 1,200 inhabitants. There are no chain stores, supermarkets, or shops of any kind. Visitors can only reach it via a boat tour from the mainland, and outsiders can stay for a maximum of 10 days. The islanders prefer no one stay longer. There is only one hostel available, with no other lodging options. The island's economy relies on fishing, which they sell back on the Colombian mainland. As you would expect, fish is the staple food for families. They use solar panels numbering over 200 to meet their electricity needs and even have Wi-Fi. Although isolated from Colombia's internal affairs, they remain connected to modern conveniences. However, the lack of a sewage system means the islanders use the same water for toilet needs as they do for fishing, creating significant hygiene challenges. While Colombia's unique destinations offer travelers a glimpse into its natural wonders and cultural idiosyncrasies, the country's lively urban scenes and rich cultural tapestry provide an exhilarating contrast that draws in those seeking a dynamic and immersive experience. Colombia's culture is a captivating mix of contrasts, with lively streets and a society that reflects notable economic diversity. In Medellin, the vibrant nightlife fills the streets with energy. Visitors from all over the world flock to Colombia for its unparalleled nightlife, where every corner is alive with the rhythm of Latin dances. The people of Colombia are known for their warmth and love for fun, offering an environment of endless enjoyment and the chance to connect with friendly locals. Colombia stands out as one of the world's most joyous and entertaining destinations, not just in Latin America but globally. As a single man, approaching a local woman in the evening is likely to be met with a welcoming smile. If you're well-groomed and polite, you're likely to get the opportunity to get to know her better. Embracing natural connections through dance is a vital part of Colombian culture, where unique Latin dances forge strong bonds. The music keeps playing until 5 in the morning, and the dancing never stops. You might have experienced nightlife in various parts of the world, but the joy and excitement you'll find in Colombia are unmatched. However, it's important to remember that Colombia faces challenges with crime and poverty, making it crucial for visitors to remain vigilant. With bustling crowds at all hours, it's wise to be cautious with personal belongings. Pickpocketing is a concern, so tourists often leave their wallets behind and carry only the cash they plan to spend. It's not uncommon to witness police addressing incidents, even during the day. In Medellin, street performers add to the city's vibrant atmosphere. When traffic lights turn red, you'll find dancers performing in the streets and seeking tips from passing cars. This creative yet demanding way of making a living highlights the city's unique spirit. Others may wash car windshields in traffic, each striving to earn a living in their own way. Colombia is a country of striking contrasts, where low wages and high unemployment rates exist alongside a low cost of living for visitors. It's a land known for both its challenging realities and its vibrant culture, home to some of the most beautiful women in South America. The streets here present a vivid picture of disparity: luxury cars and affluent families on one side, while those less fortunate struggle on the other. As you walk through Colombia's streets, you might feel the eyes of the locals on you, a sensation that evokes both curiosity and caution. While the allure of exploring and understanding this fascinating country is strong, it's essential to remain vigilant. Although you might meet someone who captures your heart, it's important to stay cautious. The streets have a reputation for unexpected dangers. Crime has been a significant issue, with thousands affected over the past 30 years, leaving families in mourning. Despite these challenges, Colombians embrace life with the philosophy, live each day as if it's your last and cherish what you have. This mindset is often reflected in the maturity of Colombian children, who show a remarkable sense of responsibility compared to their peers from wealthier backgrounds around the world. Families relocating from Europe often find themselves admiring the composure and maturity of Colombian youth. Colombia's climate is another appealing aspect for those visiting from Europe and North America. The weather is pleasantly moderate, neither too hot nor too cold. You might find yourself comfortably wearing a t-shirt while others are wrapped in blankets at home. Even when the sky is overcast, the temperature remains mild. For those earning in dollars or euros, Colombia offers exceptional value in services. In the United States, hiring a cleaner might cost around 15 euros per hour. In Colombia, however, you can have someone handle all your household chores for just $15 per day. This includes tasks that might come with restrictions elsewhere, such as ironing clothes or cooking. Here you can find reliable help willing to take care of everything with a smile. When living in Colombia, especially when interacting with Colombian men, there's a unique cultural aspect to consider. Many adults, particularly men, are often reluctant to admit fault. For instance, if a service you purchase doesn't meet your expectations or a taxi driver takes you to the wrong destination, discussing the issue can be challenging. Colombian culture tends to avoid blame and confrontation, so adopting an accusatory tone might strain your relationships. Always maintain a calm and respectful demeanor, and never use profanity. While swearing might be more casually accepted in some cultures, in Colombia, it is seen as aggressive and disrespectful, even if you're speaking in a relaxed setting or under the influence of alcohol. Retirees often find Colombia an attractive destination because their pensions stretch further here. With retirement pensions of $2,000 to $3,000, they can enjoy a lifestyle similar to what would require $6,000 to $7,000 back home. This significant cost saving allows them to live comfortably and even indulge in luxuries they might not afford elsewhere. While Colombia's low cost of living and welcoming culture make it a compelling destination for retirees and expatriates seeking a fresh start, the country's dynamic environment presents unique opportunities and challenges for newcomers navigating a vibrant society with a complex past. In recent years, Colombia has seen a significant influx of people from the United States and Canada. Over the past 10 years, many who struggled to make ends meet in their home countries have found a new paradise in Colombia. Moving here offers many benefits, such as a smoother process for tasks like opening a bank account or renting a home compared to the United States and Europe. Having a strong passport can make obtaining a residency permit in Colombia much easier. Immigrants often find themselves welcomed into Colombian society, where they gradually adapt to the local culture and lifestyle. Many choose to integrate into the community, forming connections with local citizens. This is especially true for retired American soldiers, who frequently make Colombia their first stop in search of a new life. Here, they find a vibrant and welcoming environment that offers a fresh start and a chance to embrace a different way of life. However, one challenge many newcomers face is the language barrier, as the rate of fluent English speakers in Colombia is relatively low. This can make initial interactions with locals more difficult. Despite this, many expats find that learning some basic Spanish goes a long way in bridging the gap and enhancing their experience in this vibrant and welcoming country. Navigating the streets of Colombia, it's crucial to stay cautious, especially when dealing with person-to-person transactions or platforms outside of established websites. Scammers here can be incredibly sophisticated, crafting elaborate schemes to separate you from your money. Whether it's an apartment listing or a coveted smartphone, these scams often come wrapped in official-looking documents and convincing stories. Imagine finding the perfect apartment online. The pictures are stunning, and the documents seem legitimate. You pay a deposit, only to discover upon arrival that the apartment doesn't exist. Scammers in Colombia are experts at making you believe they are genuine, and if they sense you have money, they will go to great lengths to earn your trust. But it's not all doom and gloom. Many Colombians are incredibly kind-hearted and willing to lend a hand, even if they have limited resources. Whether it's fetching a spare tire from miles away or helping you navigate the language barrier, there are locals ready to assist. Colombian police can be particularly helpful to foreigners struggling with Spanish, ensuring you don't get lost in translation. It's also important to acknowledge the undercurrents of the illegal drug trade that continue to persist in Colombia. In many venues, people who appear to be ordinary can often be affiliated with cartels. During the Pablo Escobar era, a curious tradition began, where cartel mistresses often underwent cosmetic surgeries to achieve the curvaceous figures that became a symbol of status. Today, plastic surgery remains prevalent, with many women in Colombia opting for enhancements, influenced by the legacy of wealth and power from the past. These women, carrying on a tradition that began 2 to 3 decades ago, are a significant part of Colombia's allure. They continue to draw attention, not just for their beauty but for the cultural stories they embody. Colombia is a vibrant country known for its people's infectious joy and unique approach to life. Colombians are known for their ability to find happiness in the simplest of things. This perspective on life contributes to the country's rich cultural tapestry, where gratitude is a way of life. Family plays a central role in Colombian culture. A typical Colombian family might consist of parents, children, and grandparents all living together, creating a warm and supportive extended family environment. It's common to encounter households with at least 3 children, and many families have more than 5. In fact, if you visit a Colombian household, you're likely to meet around 6 or 7 family members living under one roof. Reflecting on past decades, Colombian families used to be even larger. About 30 years ago, it was typical for families to have around 8 siblings. While the trend has slightly shifted, many families still have several young children. Unfortunately, economic challenges sometimes force children into difficult situations, such as begging to help support their families. Colombia's family-oriented culture, coupled with its joyful and resilient people, makes it a fascinating place to explore and possibly find your future partner. In Colombia, beer is a staple beverage, as common as bread and cheese. Alongside beer, Colombians enjoy a national drink known as aguardiente, which you'll find people sipping with enthusiasm in many places across the country. This isn't just a pastime for men. Women also enjoy gathering in cafes with friends and spending hours enjoying drinks together. The enjoyment of these social gatherings is not out of distress or boredom, but a genuine love for the camaraderie and shared experiences that come with them. In Colombia, the art of socializing over drinks is a beloved tradition for everyone. Colombia's culinary scene is another highlight of your journey. With a deep-rooted love for fish, the country boasts an abundance of fish markets and fishing enthusiasts. You'll discover a wealth of street food options, including crispy fried fish and delicious dishes made with maize. Whether you're exploring bustling urban markets or savoring freshly caught seafood, Colombia's flavors are sure to leave a lasting impression. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. GlobeGo, your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love the content. Comment below on the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peru is a land of mystery, where ancient wonders stir the soul. High in the Andes, Machu Picchu stands like a haunting puzzle, its true purpose forgotten by time. On the southern desert plains, the Nazca lines carve their mysterious symbols into the earth, so precise that they have sparked whispers of alien origins. In this video, we explore 20 of the most fascinating secrets of this mysterious land, sure to awaken your sense of wonder and adventure. Number 20. Machu Picchu's Hidden Secrets. High in the Peruvian Andes, 2,430 meters above sea level, lies the enigmatic Machu Picchu. Discovered by Huayram Benji in 1911, this lost city of the Incas has captivated millions with its beauty and mystery. Shrouded by jungle-covered mountains and overlooking the Urubamba River, Machu Picchu is a testament to the brilliance of the Inca civilization. Built in the 15th century, possibly as a royal estate or spiritual center, Its true purpose remains a mystery, and the citadel is divided into agricultural terraces and urban areas where temples and plazas speak to the Incas' deep connection with nature and the cosmos. Structures like the Temple of the Sun and the Intihuatana suggest a profound knowledge of astronomy, while the Temple of the Three Windows frames a view that once inspired awe. And untouched by Spanish conquistadors, Machu Picchu holds secrets yet to be uncovered. Why was it abandoned? How are these stone marvels crafted without modern tools? Each visit unveils a piece of this ancient puzzle, beckoning those curious enough to explore. And would you take the journey? What do you think was the true purpose of Machu Picchu, a royal estate, spiritual center, or something else entirely? Comment and chat with me. Number 19. The Incas. Peru is a land of mystery, where the echoes of the ancient Inca civilization still whisper through the towering Andes. Once the heart of a vast empire, the Incas ruled over 2,000 miles of rugged terrain, leaving behind stunning architecture and a rich cultural legacy. Their society, guided by the sun god Nti and the earth goddess Pachamama, was deeply religious, with rituals woven into everyday life. The Incas were master builders, creating stone structures so precise they've withstood centuries of earthquakes. Their agricultural terraces fed millions, and their communal way of life ensured no one was left behind. Yet, in the year 1532, the Spanish conquistadors, led by Francisco Pizarro, brought an abrupt end to their empire. But the Inca spirit endures. As you walk through Peru's highlands, the traditions, language, and culture of the Incas live on. Their mysteries remain. How did they achieve such wonders without modern tools? What secrets are still hidden among the Andean peaks? The journey to uncover their legacy continues. As you marvel at the ancient Inca wonders, a deeper mystery awaits, hidden in the vast desert of southern Peru. Could the enigmatic symbols carved into the earth over 2 millennia ago hold the key to another forgotten civilization's secrets, or do they point to something even more extraordinary? Number 18. Anazecaline's Ica. In the heart of southern Peru lies Ica, a land where mysteries stretch across the desert. From the sky, ancient geoglyphs known as the Nazca lines reveal themselves, massive shapes etched into the earth over 2,000 years ago. But were they messages to the gods, ritual paths, or something else entirely? No one knows for sure. These lines, some spanning over 100 meters, depict animals, plants, and even human figures, captivating all who glimpse them from above. Beyond the enigma of the Nazca lines, Ica is a land of extremes, towering sand dunes, fertile valleys, and rich vineyards. Here, the centuries-old wineries craft pisco under the blazing desert sun, and nestled within the dunes lies Huacachina, a shimmering oasis with emerald waters, a natural marvel steeped in legend. Adventure seekers race across the sands, while the mysteries of Inca remain, inviting you to explore and uncover its ancient secrets. What will you discover in this land of wonders? From mysterious symbols in the desert, our journey continues to the coast, where schistropop and sweet nature blend in a way that few places can match. Before you find out, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. And if you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Number 17. The coast of Peru. The Peruvian coast is a land of contrasts, where the vast Pacific meets arid deserts, and ancient history whispers through the winds. Stretching over 2,400 kilometers, this coastal strip reveals both nature's raw beauty and remnants of long-lost civilizations. In Lima, a city of nearly 10 million, modern life thrives in the midst of desert landscapes. Just south lies the Paracas National Reserve, home to the mysterious Ballestas Islands, often called the Peruvian Galapagos, where sea lions and humboldt penguins live untouched by time. To the north, the ruins of Chan Chan, the largest adobe city in the Americas, stand as silent witnesses to a forgotten empire, while nearby beaches like Mancora attract surfers and sunseekers. To the coast is a place of endless contrasts, where desert sands hide untold stories and the ocean's waves speak of ancient worlds. What other secrets are buried here, waiting to be uncovered? Number 16. Cusco. Imagine a city where every stone tells the tale of a vanished empire. Cusco, nestled high in the Peruvian Andes at over 3,000 meters, was once the capital of the mighty Inca Empire. Founded by the legendary Inca Manco Capac in the 10th century, Cusco became the center of political and cultural power. Even after the Spanish conquest in the 16th century, the city's heart remains strong. The Spanish built their grand cathedrals and churches on top of ancient Inca foundations, blending two worlds into one. In the Plaza de Armas, the echoes of the past are unmistakable, where Spanish colonial grandeur meets the indestructible precision of Inca stonework. Coricancha, the Temple of the Sun, once gleamed with gold, but its true marvel lies in its flawless stone walls, testimony to the Inca's mastery. As the ancient streets of Cusco whisper the stories of a lost empire, another realm beckons, one where the heart of the jungle beats with secrets unknown to man. What mysteries lie hidden in the depths of the Peruvian Amazon, waiting to be uncovered? Number 15. The Peruvian Amazon. The Peruvian Amazon, a vast and mysterious region covering over 60% of Peru, is a place where nature reigns supreme. It's one of the most biodiverse areas on the planet, a hidden world teeming with life. In the heart of this wilderness lies Iquitos, a city isolated from the rest of the world, only reachable by air or river. Founded during the rubber boom of the 19th century, it still carries traces of its past, like the Iron House rumored to have been designed by Gustave Eiffel. Just beyond the city, the Bella Market offers a glimpse into Amazonian life, with its floating houses and exotic foods from snake to alligator ceviche. Further into the jungle, the Pacaaasa Meeria National Reserve stretches endlessly, a sanctuary for rare species and flooded forests, where pink dolphins and jaguars roam. This remote and enchanting world holds countless secrets. Number 14. Peruvian cuisine. Peru is a land of mystery, where every meal tells a story woven from ancient traditions and the influences of distant cultures. The iconic ceviche, with raw fish marinated in lemon juice, chili peppers, and onions, is more than just a dish. It's a connection to the ocean's depths and the people who lived off its bounty for centuries. Then there's the rich ají de gallina, a comforting stew of shredded chicken and a velvety yellow chili and peanut sauce, a testament to generations of home-cooked traditions. But Peru's culinary journey doesn't stop there. Stir-fried lomo salteado combines the flavors of China and Peru, sizzling with beef, onions, and tomatoes, while the Spanish-inspired roqueoche de riuecho perriates, with stuffed peppers. The sweets are just as irresistible, from the delicate merengue la lima to crispy piquerons, dripping with cane syrup. And of course, no Peruvian experience is complete without a glass of pisco sour. But what secrets does this cocktail hold? If you are still here, comment "I am still here." In just 1 minute, you will be amazed to learn about the spiritual nature and breathtaking landscape of Peru. Number 13. The Sacred Valley. The Sacred Valley, near the heart of the Andes, whispers of an ancient world, once the thriving center of the Inca Huastecra. Its lush lands, carved by the Uyemru River, bore witness to a civilization that shaped history. But this valley was more than just fertile ground. It was the spiritual and political soul of the Incas. But begin in peace, where terrace slopes cut into the mountains hold secrets of agriculture and faith. Walk among the ruins. Feel the earth beneath your feet, and in one earth your wall, prayers rose to the heavens here. Further down the valley, Ollantay Tambo looms. A fortress, both ceremonial and defiant, it stands as a silent guardian, recalling battles against invaders and the unyielding spirit of its people. The stones seem to echo the resistance of the past. And Chinchai Row, where concentric platforms rise, is crafted for experimentation in the Andes microclimates. Ingenious and resilient, the Incas mastered the art of survival here, adapting to the land's challenges. The nature intertwines with history in the Sacred Valley. The cliffs of Urubamba watch over, while salt pools and morass form a glistening mosaic. Over 3,000 meters above sea level, the sunlight dances on the crystalline waters, a testament to the harmony between humans and nature. This valley is a place of contrasts. Ancient ruins meet living traditions, and mountains both protect and challenge. The air hums with questions. How did the Incas build such wonders? Why did they settle here? And what can their legacy teach us? Every step you take uncovers another layer of history. The Sacred Valley doesn't just reveal the past, it lingers with you long after you've left, as if the echoes of this ancient world still call out from the mountains, inviting you to listen. Number 12. Lima, the capital. Lima, the capital of Peru, is a city shrouded in history and mystery. Founded in 1535 by Francisco Pizarro, it stands as a living testament to Peru's colonial past, while embracing modern life. Along the country's central coast, Lima is the political, cultural, and economic heart of the nation, where towering skyscrapers coexist with ancient monuments. Its historic center, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, hides over 600 colonial era landmarks, and the Plaza Mayor, surrounded by these relics, is where Lima's story unfolds. The Grand Lima Cathedral and Government Palace, also known as Pizarro's House, evoke the city's centuries-old political power. Yet, Lima is not frozen in time. The Miraflores district, with breathtaking Pacific Ocean views and lively parks, reveals its modern soul. Beneath this surface, 50 archaeological sites lie, earning it the name City of Kings. How does a city this old continue to reinvent itself while guarding its mysteries? Lima holds the answer. Number 11. Biodiversity. This is a land that pulses with life, a living, breathing treasure chest of biodiversity nestled within the Amazon rainforest. Though many associate the Amazon with Brazil, Peru holds nearly 2/3 of this vast jungle, covering 60% of its territory. Imagine stepping into this world where ancient ferns, 700 types, whisper their secrets, and reptiles, 180 species, move silently through the underbrush. Amphibians, over 260 species strong, croak from hidden streams, while nearly 700 fish glide through the waters. Above, 900 birds call out, their colors flashing through the dense canopy. Peru harbors 10% of the world's mammals, 20% of its plants, and 15% of all bird species. A staggering 30% of the Amazon's plant life is found only here, making this place a singular wonder. Manu Biosphere Reserve, spanning nearly 20,000 square kilometers, stands as one of Earth's largest and most untouched tropical sanctuaries. The mysteries of Peru's Amazon remain largely unexplored. What secrets does this vibrant wilderness still hold? From the life teeming in the Amazon, let's ascend to the peaks of the Cordillera Abilachenca. These majestic mountains hold mysteries all their own. What ancient stories do they guard? Number 10. The Cordillera Abilachenca. In the northern reaches of Peru lies the Cordillera Abilachenca, a mystical realm where towering peaks and crystal-clear lagoons create a world unlike any other. Stretching across 180 kilometers, this range is home to more than 30 mountains, soaring over 6,000 meters, including Huascarán, the highest peak in Peru. Hidden deep within these ancient mountains are turquoise lagoons, like the breathtaking Piedron Lagoon, shimmering neath snow-covered summits. Here, nature's beauty feels almost unreal. Lake Yanga no Oko, with its turquoise waters reflecting glaciers, offers a tranquil escape for those daring enough to explore these sacred lands. The Cordillera Abilachenca calls to adventurers, but it also holds an air of mystery. What secrets lie hidden among its peaks and valleys? Will you answer the call of these mountains, where beauty and challenge are inseparable, or remain in awe from afar? Number 9. Peruvian culture. Peru is a land where ancient and modern worlds collide, a country steeped in mystery and tradition. At the heart of this intriguing nation is a culture deeply rooted in the Andean civilizations that came long before the Spanish conquest. Though Spanish is the dominant language, nearly 15% of Peruvians still speak Quechua or Aymara, keeping the voices of the past alive in the present. The people of Peru are a fascinating blend of indigenous and European descent. 26% of the population identifies as indigenous, while over 60% are mestizo, merging two worlds into one. This fusion creates a vibrant cultural tapestry that is reflected in every aspect of life, from the colorful traditional clothing to the grand festivals that celebrate ancient beliefs. One of the most iconic celebrations is Inti Raymi, the Festival of the Sun. In Cusco, the former capital of the Inca Empire, thousands gather each June to honor the sun god in a stunning display of traditional costumes and ancient rituals. High in the mountains, the Kawaiuriti festival mixes Catholicism with Andean spirituality, a testament to Peru's ability to blend old and new. In the Andes, the land itself seems to hold secrets. The people here honor their connection to the earth through intricate textiles woven from alpaca and llama wool, each thread telling a story as old as the mountains. What mysteries does Peru still hold? Only those who journey there will truly understand. Number 8. Arequipa, the White City. Arequipa, the White City of Peru, is a place where history and nature blend into a mysterious tapestry. Founded in 1540 and surrounded by towering volcanoes like El Maesty and Chachachachni, this city's beauty comes from the white volcanic stone, sillar, that shapes its colonial buildings. Wandering through its streets feels like stepping into another time, where the echoes of ancient trade routes linger. At over 2,300 meters above sea level, Arequipa was once a vital link between Bolivia's silver mines and the coast, thriving on both silver and wool trade. Its historic center, protected by UNESCO, is a testament to its cultural importance. But beyond the city lies the Coelca Canyon, one of the deepest in the world, where Andean condors soar, casting shadows over the vast landscape. Arequipa is a city of contrasts, where the Earth's power meets human ambition. What secrets does this enigmatic city still hold? As the White City reveals its secrets, we journey next to one of the most mystical places in Peru, Lake Titicaca. What ancient legends still echo in its waters? Number 7. Lake Titicaca, the Altiplano. In the heart of the Andes lies the Peruvian Altiplano, a land where the air is thin and time feels as ancient as the mountains themselves. Its highland plateau, home to the indigenous Iowa and Kiowa Toyots, a place of breathtaking landscapes and centuries-old traditions. At its center is the legendary Lake Titicaca, nearly 12,500 feet above sea level, one of the highest and largest navigable lakes on Earth. Its crystal-clear waters reflect the towering Andes, but beneath the surface lies something more profound. According to Inca legend, the god Viracocha rose from these waters to create the sun, the moon, and the first Incas. The Coorros people, living on floating reed islands, continue to honor their ancestors with a way of life tied to this mystical lake. So the stillness of Titicaca's waters seems to whisper secrets, its islands offering glimpses into an ancient world. As you stand on its shores, you can't help but wonder, what other mysteries does the sacred lake hold? Number 6. Natural wonders. In the southern region, the Salinas and Ajua da Blanca National Reserve unveils a stark Andean oasis, with turquoise lagoons and wild vicuñas roaming beneath volcanic peaks. One of the world's deepest canyons, Cotahuasi, plunges to depths that dwarf the Grand Canyon. Nearby, 12 volcanoes rise, including the mighty Misty, an active giant standing over 5,800 meters tall. At around 5,200 meters, Rainbow Mountain astonishes with its vivid stripes of red, green, and gold, nature's canvas painted over centuries. In the north, Gokta Falls thunders from a height of approximately 770 meters, one of the highest waterfalls on Earth. These wonders whisper ancient stories waiting to be discovered. How did time and the elements shape such mesmerizing landscapes? What secrets lie hidden in Peru's wild and untamed beauty? The journey to uncover them begins here. Number 5. Cajamarca. High in the northern Andes lies Cajamarca, a city where history and nature intertwine in mysterious ways. Here, in the tranquil waters of the Inca Baths, the Inca Emperor Atahualpa was captured by the Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro, a moment that would forever alter South America's destiny. These same thermal springs still flow today, offering a link to the past. Cajamarca's colonial streets, crowned by the majestic Cajamarca Cathedral, stand in contrast to the untouched beauty of the surrounding mountains. Just outside the city, the rocky forest captivates with its strange, towering formations that defy explanation, inviting explorers to uncover its secrets. In this land, the ancient and modern coexist, stirring curiosity at every turn. What stories lie hidden in the stones of Cajamarca? What echoes of the past still linger in its air? This is a place where history feels alive, waiting for those who seek its mysteries. Number 4. Economy. In the heart of South America, Peru stands as a land of mystery, where ancient traditions intertwine with modern progress. Its economy, the 6th largest in the region, is a tale of both promise and challenge. Over the past decade, Peru's economic growth has been impressive, lifting many out of poverty, though 1 in 5 still faces hardship. The nation's trade and services sector, making up almost 2/3 of the economy, thrives alongside a booming tourism industry, now drawing over 4.5 million visitors each year. Beneath the surface lies a wealth of natural treasures. Peru is one of the world's top producers of copper, gold, and silver, and its fertile lands produce coffee, corn, and asparagus. And the country's coastal waters, rich in fish, make it a global leader in seafood exports. However, since 2014, global uncertainty has slowed growth, raising questions about Peru's future. Will it continue to rise, or will external forces shape its fate once more? Number 3. Name and flag. The name Peru is steeped in legend, born from a single word whispered by a local chief named Buru, ruling lands south of Panama in the early 16th century. Picture the Spanish explorers, eyes wide with curiosity, asking the locals where they stood. BRO came the reply, a word that transformed into Peru, echoing through centuries. But this name is more than a mere label. It's a living testament to the rise and fall of empires, from the mighty Incas to Spanish colonizers, and the birth of a new nation. In 1825, after breaking free from Spain, Peru raised its flag, a symbol of its hard-won independence. The flag's red stripes honor the blood spilled in the fight for freedom, while the white stripe represents peace and justice as a delicate balance the people strive to obey. At its center, Peru's coat of arms speaks of the land's richness, the proud vicuna, the quinine tree, and a cornucopia overflowing with gold, symbolizing nature's bounty and the country's wealth. Peru's history and future breathe through its symbols, mysterious, powerful, and the flag is powerful and enduring. Number 2. Location. Peru covers more than 1,280,000 square kilometers. It stands as the third largest country in South America and one of the 20 largest in the world. Bordered by Ecuador, Colombia, Brazil, Bolivia, and Chile, its landscapes shift dramatically, from the towering Andes to the deep Amazon rainforest to vast coastal deserts. With a population of about 34 million, Peru is a vibrant mix of indigenous cultures, each preserving traditions that date back centuries. Imagine a place where ancient Inca ruins are woven into modern life, where age-old rituals still echo through bustling city streets. What secrets lie hidden in its remote mountains or untouched rainforests? Peru invites you to explore a world where the past lives on, intertwined with the present in ways that seem almost timeless. Now that we've seen the geography of Peru, let's explore how its diverse regions and landscapes shape its identity. What mysteries still remain in these untamed lands? Number 1. Regions and landscapes. Peru is a ribbon of earth stretching over 1,000 miles, clinging to the Pacific coast. Here lies Lima, where ancient ruins mingle with colonial relics, and mist drapes cliffs hinting at both the past and present. But just beyond the city, the desert awaits with its own secrets, the enigmatic Nazca lines etched in sand, baffling explorers for centuries. Venture further inland, and the Andes rise like a spine through Peru, where the sacred valley whispers the stories of the Inca Empire, and towering peaks hold the sky at 22,000 feet. To Machu Picchu, once hidden in these mountains, now draws the curious, it leaves many questions unanswered. Beyond the Andes, the Amazon stretches, covering 60% of Peru. Here nature reigns supreme, teeming with life, myths, and untouched communities. Peru's landscapes offer endless wonder, always holding back some secrets, leaving more to be discovered, a mystery never fully unraveled. And if you liked today's video, please give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel GlobeGo, and your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that appears on your screen now. I am sure you will like this content. Comment below with the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.